Today we're going to tie a Super Munter hitch. The Super Munter hitch is a great alternative to a descent control device if you're rigging two-tension rope rescue systems using smaller diameter ropes. Today we're using a 9.5 millimeter Technora rope. Here's what the hitch looks like when it's fully tied. I have the brake strand on the right side, and I've got the load side coming right down the middle here. Let's take this apart and see how we would rig this. Now it is important to be mindful of how we set this up so that we don't wind up getting our lines crossed. So here's what I've done. I've got the carabiner oriented with the gate to my right as I'm facing the anchor, and I have my rope stacked off up to the right side as well. I'm going to take the load side of the rope, and that's designated by this figure 8 on a bite, and I'm going to place it into the carabiner from the front to the back so that the load side is hanging on the back side of the carabiner. I'm now going to start to build this from the load side. I'm placing my hand underneath it from the inside and taking a twist right on up, and you'll recognize that as a Munter hitch. So now I'll grab the brake strand from behind, pass it into the front of the carabiner, drop it in. There is my Super Munter hitch. My brake strand is on the right, load on the left. There's a ton of friction here that you can use to control a two-tension rope rescue system. Keep these strands parallel to avoid putting any extra twists in the rope. That's real helpful. And there you have it. So let's take a second look at this. So if you can imagine, in a two-tension rope rescue system, we're going to have two lines being operated by two independent operators. We looked at how to rig it for the right side. Now we're going to rig this for the operator who's standing on the left side. Again, here's what it looks like. The load side's coming out the middle, and my brake strand now is on the left, whereas before it was on the right. So let's take this out and put it back together. So the same idea. Now I've got the carabiner gate oriented to the left side as I'm looking at the anchor, and I'm going to take the load side of the rope and I'm going to drop it in from the front so that it's hanging on the back side of the carabiner, just like that. And again, I'm going to build my hitch starting with a Munter hitch. So grabbing from underneath from the front, twisting up. There's my Munter. And now I take the brake strand from behind, bring it up to the front, drop it in, and there's the Super Munter from the left side, operated just like so.